feel like the story of Redfall has become way more common in gaming than it should be. If you haven't seen, this is Redfall. It plays like crap as far as like optimization. The frames are crappy. The game does not run well. Very clunky. The AI is terrible. Mind you, this game is still a full $70 and really hasn't got much of updates come out as of recently. And it is made by a reputable publisher and development team, but that doesn't excuse any of the problems that this game had with the launch. Simply, if you haven't played, you're not missing out. But it does have some redeeming qualities, I guess, here and there sprinkled in there. Now let's talk about the combat in this game. Whenever you found one of these special grade weapons, it was pretty interesting to use, but I don't know if they were actually better than like regular like assault rifles and shotguns. So I mostly just stuck to those, but here you can see me trying out like a stake launcher, UV light gun. Kind of sick. I don't know. I really don't mind the idea. I think vampires are pretty cool. It's a good change of pace from like zombies. I will give that as a plus. But most of my experience with this game was trying to find either an assault rifle or a sniper rifle and trying to headshot everything. Nothing too groundbreaking. That or run around with a shotgun like a madman and just shoot everything point blank. Most of the enemies' weak spots are their heads, so as long as you can hit some headshots, it's pretty dang simple. And a lot of this was filmed playing the hardest difficulty, so I mean the enemy AI really isn't that big of a threat. Maybe I was expecting too much from a AAA developer. Who knows? The combat isn't that crazy. It's pretty straightforward. It's kind of arcadey as far as the movement goes. The abilities are pretty chill. Some of the weapons and looting is kind of mid, honestly. Like the looting, you're not really finding much. It's mostly currency to buy more meds and buy more. That is not something I want to grind out for and like max out my character specs. I thought this game was going to be a little bit different, not gonna lie, but I'm not losing sleep over it. The abilities are pretty fun to use, but like I said, I just wouldn't see myself grinding out the game and trying to spec out everything to the max. Like it. Also, most of the time that I was playing, the game did not run well, so it was hard to even play. Very choppy. It was like playing a slideshow, not the best experience. Also, this really weird thing happened to me where I cleared out this hive, I guess, where a bunch of vampires live, and the whole idea of the game was to like kill the vampires and get the sun back. Well, halfway through my playthrough, everything just became daylight. Like the vampires were out in the day, and this kind of looks like a bug. It's very strange. It's the whole game is really taking place at night and then switches to daytime, and all these vampires are just like chilling and they're not being burned alive. It's fucking sunny. Why are these vampires out in the sun? I guess it's the shadow? I don't know. The sun's out. You can't tell me it's not out. Look what the sun, like, if you weren't looking at this and you saw this game for the first time, you're like, oh yeah, it's a sunny day. What? It doesn't make sense. I had to reload the game, and honestly, after that, I didn't even bother. If you haven't played this game, you're not missing out. Do not spend $70 on this. Played it because I had Game Pass. It was chill. I had a couple hours playing it. I really didn't mind it. I don't know. The frames were terrible. The combat really wasn't that fun, so I feel like I'm not missing much. Anyways, with that being said, hope you learned something. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. I don't know. Leave a like. Appreciate you. See you in the next one.
Way better.